Okay, so they released episode 1 and 2 of Cloak and Dagger together. I like that. Get 2 hours instead of 1. Especially since the first one ends on kind of a cliffhanger and the second one does too. So I'm gonna do the reviews for both of these together. I might as well talk about them. You know, we're back. Tyrone is living in the church by himself because he doesn't want to go home. He doesn't want to put his mom, family in jeopardy. Cops find him. They probably kill him. He's getting good at his powers. He's teleporting all over the place. They're showing powers like every 5 minutes, and I love it. I love it. I mean, I'm a comic book reader. I used to read comics all the time. I love seeing the display of abilities more and more. I really do. That's not all I want to see. I do want to see a good story. I feel like it's more important than just all the visuals, some great visuals, action pieces and stuff. But I never get tired. Like in comics, even when they're just chilling, they're using their abilities all the time in their normal life. You know what I mean? If they have certain abilities that can be used like that. You never see Jean not using her abilities. She's grabbing tools, cooking breakfast. You know, Cyclops is knocking something over or cutting something with his optic blast or something. I like that. You know, Tandy's there for him. Looks like everything's going good with her. Her mother and her are going to counseling. She's meeting other people who are in bad situations, don't want to be there. She just starts doing her thing. She has to help. She tries to help a woman with an abusive boyfriend. And you know, it is funny. You would think somebody would just leave because somebody's being abusive. And this is real. This happens for real. And they don't just leave all the time. People don't always just leave. And she takes it, and she's looking for the moments when she feels good. Because at one moment he made her feel good when he first met her or something, and she's hoping she can get that out of him because she cares already, you know? There's men that go through abusive relationships too, to be honest with you. And they just enjoy the moments where it's not happening. So Tandy's trying to help her. Thought she was going to help her. Tried to scare dude. Dude made up some story. At first I was thinking, maybe he didn't. Maybe people did come there and kidnap her or take her or something. But no, he said she didn't come home. He made up some story. Some thugs came in. He tried to fight them off. Instead of being freaked out about what happened, he just destroys the wall and makes up this story because he doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. He just wants her back in the house. He's like, whatever. Ain't nobody going to take her away from me. You know, I'd have been freaked the freak out. But nah, not him. Just wicked. Just straight up wicked. So she's trying to help this woman and it doesn't work. So she's like, she's going to believe that dumb story. You're going to go back. She loses it. Any one of us should. Like, can't you see warning sign? It's right there. The dude's no good. I understand where she's coming from, but she did handle that terrible. These are people with emotional problems. Anything can happen. You know, you don't make somebody feel bad about their choices. You got to make them see it's not easy either. That's why everybody's not a therapist. We might feel like we are. We say the obvious and say, why can't you see this? But the obvious doesn't work to them, obviously. Anyway, yeah. Tyrone misses his family, Tandy included. But he also misses... Look, I like Evita. I didn't like her in the first season because she was in the way. She's in the way, you know, of Tandy and Tyrone being together. The girl is nice. You know, she wasn't as understanding as first, but she realized that. She's pretty. She's nice. She treats him right. She cares about him. And she knows, you know, that Tandy and him got some stuff going on, you know, and she did, you know, I don't know, but she's not the one. You're not the one, chick. I like you, you're not the one. He's not supposed to be with her. I was a fan of these characters since the 90s, man. Because that's when I really came into Cloak and Dagger. When I was young, and I just, you know, they're going to do that slow burn thing. The Agent Coulson and Agent May thing where we got to wait 5 seasons and finally get it. Well, Moonlighting did it too. All these shows do that crap now. And they make you wait so long to get them. And when they finally do, you're like, yes. Yes, but them being together, I think you can tell some really good stories. I like how, man, like it's just, you know, she's in the way. Every time I see her, I'm like, oh, she cares for him. But God darn enough, they're not going to prolong this stuff just to play off of this relationship, man. Come on, darn. You know, maybe I'm being a little bit too anxious, but there's so many good stories they can tell. I don't want them to get together when the season or the series is going to finally end or something, and we only get them for like 1 series, maybe 2. When there's so many good stories you can tell, especially when they're finding themselves out. It would be cool if they were together, breaking up because they're thinking it can't work, get back together again. You know, I don't know. I just want to see them together like it's supposed to be. It'd be cool if they got married too. Anyway, let me get back to the episode. So, Tyrone is going around the city taking drugs and money out of these drug dealers and bad people on the streets. But he goes to O'Reilly and she's like, you can't be doing this. You can't do this. You're gonna start something. You're gonna start gang wars. They can't pay money. People gonna take over the territory, and then we got gang wars and stuff. So Tyrone's like, okay, well, let me try to fix this. You know, Tandy and him had movie night. That was sweet. She don't forget about him. She cares about him. He cares about her. He expressed that when he let her know, I see that what you be doing. Cut the axle off somebody's, some woman's car. You've been watching me. You've been following me. Huh? What? Yeah, I watch everybody I care about. It includes you. But anyway. So Tyrone, he's having a tough time. He's got the worst end of the situation, and he's having a tougher time than she is. She was in his spot at one point. Things were really terrible. She's good now. He's going through the crap stuff. He feels like he's going to fix something. She's like, you should have been asking me. You can already see she loves this. She loves going out. She loves using her abilities. She loves helping people. That's what she wants to do. She would be a cop if she could. You know what I mean? But I guess she don't want to be a cop. But she likes doing that stuff. He wants to live a normal life. He's like, no, man. I mean, these powers are cool, but I just want things to be normal again. Well, Tandy's like, all right, let's do this then, because he goes to her for help. So they sneak in. Well, they actually get into this club, and he's like, I'm gonna use this recorder you gave me, and I'm gonna record what's going on with them and send it right to O'Reilly. So Bridget's gonna be like, oh, thanks, Tyrone. This helps out a lot, right? No, because people start dying in there. They run in there after having a good time dancing and stuff. Something had to go wrong, right? Everybody's dead. They're like, what the heck happened? What happened? It doesn't even look like anyone was shot. Were they? It didn't look like it to me. I can't remember. But anyway, I figured it out. I was like, yo, it's mayhem. O'Reilly's become mayhem, and she killed everybody, whatever. Episode ends right there. Second episode, O'Reilly shows up. She's like, Tyrone, you're not helping. Look, this wouldn't have happened if you weren't taking their stuff, this meeting. People wouldn't have died. You're interfering. You're not helping. It always starts off like that. Later on, Bridget's going to be like, I need you guys. See if you guys can do this. It happens. Batman, Arrow, it happens everywhere, right? Sooner or later, they start using them. That's how it's going to go. But she leaves, and she's scared for some reason. She calls in the cops. She didn't call backup. She called cops anonymously, and she was afraid to say what happened. So she goes out drinking, trying to forget what's going on. She's obviously having some problems, right? It's interesting what they're doing with this. I didn't know they were going to do this. But anyway, so Tandy with the chick who's getting abused, she's not showing up. She's like, what's going on? She's trying to find out where she at, what's going on. And she's seeing with the things that's happening around the city, girls getting kidnapped, girls of color, Latino and African-American descent. And she's like, is this happening all the time? And she finds out that it's not being reported because of where they live and the race that they are. I mean, it's only one race, human race, but you know what I mean. Well, she feels like she's going to do some good. Tyrone, on the other hand, is obsessed with this sign this dude drew. And he went to go see, what is his name, Yvette's aunt. I don't like that part of the show. I'm not into voodoo and stuff like that, so, spells, and I don't like any of that. I don't deal with any of that. So, that part of the show just doesn't do it for me. I'm just, oh, great, this again. But he's trying to figure out this symbol and stuff, and he teleports. He wants to help. He's like, I just want to help. He teleports right inside the back of the ambulance that this girl was getting taken out of. And the thing I like about episode 2 is they shot it out of sequence. They showed you some sequences first, and then they go back and show you what leads up to that. Kind of like a Quentin Tarantino film, his earlier work, like Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction and stuff. That was kind of refreshing to see that. I don't know if they had the same director for both episodes, probably not, since it was still 2 episodes instead of a 2-hour premiere. And that was pretty cool, how they shot that episode. So you saw things connecting, and that plays into O'Reilly and the mayhem dilemma she's having, We see her looking in water at one point, and she sees a vision of another, herself, talking to her, talking about how she's not handling things right, and she'll go do it herself. Tandy meets up with her, and she's like, I'm a cop, I can do whatever I want. She's acting more reckless and stuff. Tyrone meets up with her. Well, he went to her house to try to help her out and tell her what was happening because she couldn't get the woman out the ambulance. The driver, turns around and shoot at him or something like, or the dude in the passenger seat, whatever, with a shotgun in an ambulance. So he's like, something's definitely up. Finds O'Reilly tied up on the floor. I'm like, wait a minute. What, is she tricking Tyrone or something? I still didn't get it right then, right? Well, they go to find Tandy. Boom. They find out Mayhem and O'Reilly, 2 separate people. She's split off into 2. Now, whether that happened in the water, like O'Reilly got out, but Mayhem got out first, or she just separated one day or something like that, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, because I guess for the actress, she gets to play 2 different roles. That's always good to show your talent, playing 2 different roles. But at the same time, O'Reilly can get blamed for stuff that Mayhem's doing. Mayhem's going to have some abilities, I'm pretty sure. Very different in the comics. She got like this poisonous gas or something. She can, bend the will of people and make them believe what she's saying or do things she wants. She has these claws and this crazy hair. I don't know the extent of all her abilities. I've seen her only a few times in the comics in my youth. But I'm going to check her out. I'm going to go and look up some more about Mayhem. Interested. So that's what's going on. It was a good first 2 episodes. I mean, it gave me 2 episodes, so it's going to be pretty good. It's not. I don't feel like, dang, that wasn't enough. It was rushed. Too much of the episode was wasted here and there. I like what they're doing. The dynamic of what Tyrone and Tandy's lives are changed. Tandy's life, her and her mom are in a really good place. Tyrone's in a terrible place. Can't even see his parents. They're probably worried, sick about him. But they're both getting really good at their powers. Tandy's being able to do other light mechanic things. The daggers come so easily, but she can basically just blinded the dude that was driving. But they're using their powers in different ways. He actually used his power. It looked like he was running instead of teleporting one time. So that was cool too. I like how he teleports too. The little smoke that comes up reminds me of Nightcrawler. Yeah, it does remind me of X2 Nightcrawler. But I like Nightcrawler in the comics. It looked like a little grenade explosion, just a controlled one, bamf, and then he would show up and appear. I like that for some reason. It's not all smooth. It leaves behind a explosion trail. I thought that was cool. Yeah, I like these characters. I like the actors. They do great. I like this show. You know what I mean? Especially since a love story is supposed to come. I love stories, but at the same time, I just like the relationship they have right now. I like slow burn sometimes, but so many shows do that with characters you know supposed to be together. We're in the 5th season of, we're going into season 6 of The 100, and Bellamy and Clark ain't together yet. It's killing me, you know what I mean? I don't want that from this show. We get this from so many shows. We don't need this from this one. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought. Leave some comments down below. Let's talk about this. And if you like the video, like the video. You know what I mean? I'm going to do this weekly, each episode. See you next time.